So first of all, welcome, Mr. Jha.
Yeah.
Let's start off with a nice easy one.
Okay.
What's the key focus for LONGi at this year's SNEC event? And what new products and technologies are you showcasing?
Okay. It's a very good question. Actually, you know that we have LONGi 1. That represents for what we are now focusing at the moment. As I say, during last Insolar, when I face the media, I give them saying we will bring the best efficiency, best product in solar. And nowadays, we see we will bring the best solutions, solar plus storage, to the market. So we say one means one system, one possibility, one platform. So we want to give our customers, we want to give our whole ecosystem this one solutions.
So obviously, as we said, the big development, as we know, is that your evolution is now into a solar plus storage provider.
Yeah.
Through LONGi 1, which we're very familiar with. Can you give us a bit more detail into why you've made the move now, the key details of LONGi 1, and your plans for rolling it out internationally?
Yeah. Actually, as our chairman said, we see the revolution of the renewable energy because we are in the renewable energy industry. The first half has been finished. I entered the industry 17 years ago. The first panel I sold, each watt is like 3.5 euro per watt. Yeah. And now you know the cost, it's around 10 cents or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's already cheap enough and in most countries in this world. And solar energy is very easy to get and it's very fair to everybody. So that is to say, the first half to make it for solar for all, it's already finished. But also today, if you see the Dennis speech, what he said, the world still need energies. Like in Africa, a lot of regions, also in Europe, like the Eastern Europe, a lot of parts, they need energies. But because of the weak of the grid and the upgrade of the AI and the ITC centers, actually you need a very stable, cheap, renewable energy. So that's why we think it's the right time we entered the storage.
Okay. On that solar side, your main focus is back contact technology.
Yeah.
Looking at your technology roadmap, how far along that journey are you in terms of maximizing the full efficiency potential of back contact technology, and how do you see back contact developing from where it is today towards something that fulfills its full potential?
It's a very, very good question. If you see LONGi's histories, you will see actually LONGi is always doing a little bit something different compared to the industry because first of all, our founders and our chairman, they are scientists, they are physical scientists. So they really stick to, we call it first thing characteristic philosophy. So that's why today we see the result is we now all in BC. But if you see the roads, the history of LONGi, you will see we drive the industry from poly to mono, we drive the industry from mono to mono-PERC,
yeah.
And they have a very short term. So then we comes to the BC era. So because only if you see today, BC's ceiling is much higher than the same level technologies. So also, if you see today's customers' requirements, you will see more and more people, especially like in Europe. I'm in charge of Europe. Europe, the BC is everywhere. So the people are in favor of BC because it's neither very good looking, very high efficiency, and very reliable. So this is one of the best SKUs in the market they have ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after that, to what extent are you exploring hybrid approaches that combine back contact designs with, for example, perovskite tandem cells or other emerging technologies? And how do you see back contact technology evolving relative to competing platforms like TOPCon or heterojunction?
First of all, the BC platform is, as you said, it's a kind of platform. it's a very high-tech driven platforms. They have a lot of IP patents in it. The barrier is very high. So it can absorb a lot of other technologies like the Topcom, like the HJT. Actually, we have different research lines.
Yeah.
Actually, we have all the research inside.
One of them, yeah.
Yes, but you can see all the other sales technologies, when they put in the BC platforms, they will neither increase their efficiency or make it more reliable. Also, you can see a lot of our friends, I mean the other players, they are jumping inside with the BC technologies. And also you mentioned about the tendons. Also tendon is a kind of thing for future. Yeah. I'm now give a hint for the tendons. Yeah. Maybe it's not tendon, it's other technologies in the future. Also, BC will be a kind of boost for the future technologies. Yes, because also nowadays, if you see, if you know the chemical part, there is something chemical part inside of the cells.
Yeah.
Also, the BC has a higher ceiling. First of all, save the cost. Secondly, massive production, certainly increase the efficiency. So this will be what we are focusing on.
LONGi.